This is Outnumbered. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Sandra Smith, and here today is Andrea Tantaros, co-host of Fox & Friends First Ainsley Earhart, Democratic strategist and Fox News contributor Julie Roginski, and today...
What do you mean I'm outnumbered? You're all my friends.
And happy to be right.
Thrilled. Thank you.
It is great to have you here. First time on the couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that laugh.
Yes,
really?
it is. And even
That's
from
right.
D.C. when the Supreme Court came down with their nonsense at the end of June.
Smartest man, you're able just to recite cases that have happened in the dates. I'm so impressed.
It's a very simple mind. Something gets in there and it gets stuck.
By the way, you got to trademark that laugh, Judge. I am so excited that it's on this couch for the first time.
You're very kind to say that. Our friends at Varney and Company, walking into a restaurant on the Upper West Side, and I hear myself laughing on the other side of the restaurant as I'm entering.
What does that go for? $1.99?
I think they couldn't give them away.
I have my new ringtone.
All right. Great to have you. Let's get right to it, Judge. Let's on this. But Andrea, I wanted to go to you first on Marco Rubio. He sat here as the one lucky.
Well, the president is to blame for...
About a year ago, you had 1,060, and they were told, if you come to the border, we'll take you in.
Right.
Well, we did that, and now we've put them in these facilities that are deemed deplorable. So, Andrea, what does this mean for the president's immigration plan?
Well, I think
You took an oath to enforce the laws, not to write them. I'm going to prevent the federal appeals court, and they upheld. Very rare for 4 federal judges to stay the hand of the president, and then the president to say, well, I'm going to sign another executive.
What's the best way to handle that?
Elect a president that means what he says.
Who did come to this country the proper way, the legal way.
Here, and who are held in these detained facilities.
Bother you, though, that you did it the right way and that we
Penalized because they weren't as fortunate as I was to be born. Oh, thank you.
Julie, what
At the time, the Soviet Union, which they were letting you.
All right, new concern.
It this morning because I was thinking, didn't he have a hard time selling this to even?
I don't know enough about this. Should we give this a try? Defeated by the Congress, and then he's going to veto.
Interesting take on that, Julie.
I actually lifting of sanctions and no verifiable way to make sure their program doesn't go forward. So what's the alternative? There is no alternative.
there is. Why wouldn't we?
Politics. Why would the president want this?
Why would the president want this? And I think he's looking at this as, and he said,
America just recently, and for not putting the picture up. Whose decision was that? Was that our producers, our bosses? Congratulations.
but they
Classified information.
None of them involving Mrs. Clinton said, Chris, that stuff is not so sensitive that it shouldn't, for which General Petraeus was indicted and pleaded to be prosecuted no matter how much evidence there is. It's entirely...
Calculated everything that she
About the server. I mean,
I said freaking. Some people think that's a bad word, too.
so you don't envision a world where President Obama prosecutes Hillary Clinton. That's not going to happen.
she is paranoid about it, but I don't understand why.
Should she just say, I'm sorry, you're wrong? A lot of people are saying this is a leftist professor that's shoving her leftist views down the throats of
anti-American,
these students.
Anti-Israel.
I would hope that the free
Rutgers.
and unleashes people with whom it agrees.
But that's on Robert
Double
Barchi.
standard.
That's on Robert Barchi, the president of Rutgers. That's on nobody else for pulling Condoleezza Rice, and I agree
Right.
with you on that.
Well, you do have the choice where you're
I'm not going to you first on. I will go to the one with child.
actually motivation for me.
I guess the criticism, Julie, is that you can't.
So there's a celebrity culture of you pop out a baby and all of a sudden you go back to a size 2, and the reality is, no, you don't.
And I think all women want to look better after they have a baby.
love the...
All of us are going to look like that. I know I won't, but that's okay. I have my own strengths.
There's a lot
Yes,
of women
you
that
do.
work hard after baby to look good, too, and they get criticized. So I think people are just going to hate.
By
They're
the
just
way,
going to hate, right?
I have my new double child rig at home, running stroller, and I.
Hey, thanks for having me on today,
Thank you,
guys.
Judge. You're the best.
Thank
All right, keep it right here for Outnumbered Overtime. By the way, 10 more minutes of Judge happening now. Starts now.